Hi critics and queens, we're looking at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. We did break this support trend line a couple of weeks ago. We saw the market breaking this previous higher low that we did have around 43,000K. And right now, if we're dragging a Fibonacci from the push that we did have to the lower low, we are having Fibonacci levels at 43,400, 300 and 45,200. If we're seeing that these levels will be valid and we see the market giving us bearish reversal patterns, I can definitely see that we're having the pushback down to the support, to the wick that we're having around 33,000K, and potentially come back down to around 28K also, because this is the previous support that we also did have. If we're coming up to these levels, just have in mind that we did break this trend line. We do have the Fibonacci levels. We just might see a retest of these levels, and if we see the break on the lower time frames, that is definitely the market creating a lower high for then come back down to create a new lower low on Bitcoin. If we are looking at Cardano, I'm gonna just start off with weekly just so we can have an overview on what's going on. We're having this previous support, also a previous lower low, and that we saw the market breaking that level before at 1.2200. I am also taking this previous support that we can see going to the daily chart. You can see that I'm using the bodies to the wicks, and we zooming into what happened. We did bounce on this support for a long time, and now we're bouncing to the upside. So I'm still gonna use this previous support. I'm not gonna use this one, obviously. We did also retest that level just as we can see, but I'm still gonna use this previous support where we could see the market bouncing a lot of times. So it looks like we can come up to that level again, and I'm taking a fib from the highest point to the lowest point, and I'm taking it to the wick right here, and you can see that the market is just combined exactly with the 50% around 1.2500. So in case if we're coming up to that level, same thing here as on Bitcoin, if we see the market coming up to these levels, 1.3330, we see the market breaking to the downside, the target that I'm having will be the support at 1.0300, and then I will use 0.7500 also. And after that, I just want to see what's happening. I'm not going to have further targets because whatever can happen, obviously we can continue to the upside from that level. But if we're seeing the market and not respecting these levels, because respecting the levels, what I mean is that you can see that we are in a downtrend, and when the market is breaking, when we're having the pullback on the lower time frames, you are seeing that the market creates higher highs and higher lows because the market is in a downtrend. So the pullback that we're having in a downtrend will be an uptrend. So we will see the market creating higher highs and higher lows until we're getting to these Fibonacci levels or the support that I was speaking about, and see potentially a reverse. But if we're seeing the reverse, we need to break the counter trend line. The counter trend line is the trend line that holds the pullback, right? So the pullback is higher highs and higher lows. So we need to break that level and see a retest and see the market actually breaking the trend, the uptrend, create lower lows and lower highs. But if we now see the market just continuing to the upside and we see momentum to the upside and we see that the market is definitely not respecting these levels, the market could potentially continue to the upside, or it will do. The target that I'm having, if we are seeing that happening, will be this previous high that we're having, because usually market trades level from level to level, and I'm not going to have my targets around here because I have no clue on what's actually going on. So I will, if we are breaking this previous support and we have it as another support, that is definitely the market coming up to either this previous high at 1.5000 or 1.6000. From these levels, you know, we are still in it, just as I'm speaking about Bitcoin, we are still in a downtrend unless we're breaking these levels, see a retest continuation to the upside. So up to this level, we can still be in a downtrend. Market just might have to go up a little bit to collect orders, whatever it's supposed to do, and then continue to the downside. So that is why this support is really important, and we are heading up to that level. Remember the Fibonacci levels, guys. So if we are seeing the market respecting those levels, levels, the market is definitely continuing back down. But if we see huge momentum, the first target that I'm having will be this previous high. Looking at Ethereum, we are not doing so much since yesterday. I don't know if I did adjust the trend line since yesterday, but we did break it. We saw a retest. We can potentially come up to 3,400, 300, and same thing as just yesterday's video. Either we are seeing the market actually breaking to the upside, or we're continuing back down. But what I can expect is that we see a pullback on the just like I was talking about ADA, is that market is creating high highs and higher lows until we're coming to these levels where we potentially can see the market reverse back down to. But if we are reversing back down, we need to see a clear breakout of the support trend line, of the counter trend line that we're having. And if we're coming to this high at 3,304K, 3,400, 3,300, we need to see a clear breakout. And if we're seeing the breakout from that level, we need to be very careful, because you can see the market closing below the previous lower high again, and that is definitely a sign we're continuing back down. So Ethereum, nothing special more than to what I was speaking about yesterday. Remember that you can receive a bonus up to $4,100 through Bitcoinsensus on BYBIT by using the link in the description down below this video. BYBIT is super good for you guys if you want to hold your positions for a longer time with very low fees or zero fees. You are also helping Bitcoinsensus by doing that, as always, so we can sit here and chat with you about what we are seeing on the charts. Thank you so much, guys, for looking at this video together with me. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you will have a great week. Remember that trade with risk management. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you always know when I'm having my live stream or these daily updates about cryptocurrencies. Remember that we're also having different social medias. You're having a link in the description down below this video. We're having Twitter, we are having TikTok, we are having Instagram. So if you want to see daily updates from the morning, you can go into Twitter directly and on TikTok, and we're always giving you pictures on what we're seeing, and we are giving you short videos. So don't forget to subscribe to our other channels also. Have a good day. We'll see each other later, and have a good day. Mwah, from Sweden.